I had a seizure while I was driving and she watched it happen. I drove half a mile and I was unconscious, seizing. I was like, I'm at a freaking hospital and these people are like, "24 to 40 hours, I'm nearly dead."
It's like a death sentence.
You won't be able to speak or hear after this surgery. Boom. Rock bottom.
Logan, introduce yourself, man.
I'm the author of the book, Thank You Cancer.
What happened next?
But I got nothing to lose, so why not give it a shot? Started learning I was really changing lives. Like, okay, for example, you see that lady?
Yeah.
Fuck you, cancer. That's what led me to starting my business.
I'm trying to be a cheesy motherfucker out here.
Like getting the devices ready.
That surgery may have been botched.
March 6th of 2016, and my life was changed forever.
How did you find out about this brain tumor?
5 years ago, I was driving to the gym. I started FaceTiming my girlfriend while I was driving. People don't have to tell me, hey, don't do that, because I've never did it before, besides that one time. And as that was happening, like I was trying to tell her things. I couldn't say it, like it was in my mouth, but I just couldn't get the words out. I had a seizure. And I was by myself and she watched the whole thing. She thankfully, because I was FaceTiming her, she knew where I was going. Ambulance came, they had to break into the car, they had to like shatter my window because I was basically unconscious. And they took me to the hospital. They had to wake me up after, a few hours. And I was like, what the heck am I doing here? I was like, I'm at a freaking hospital and these people are like, what's going on? I had no idea. So yeah, we went to go see a neurologist. The guy was like, whoa, 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 man, this thing is pretty serious. Basically an egg sitting in your head. Good to see you, but now you're gonna have to go see a neurosurgeon.
And what's like the timeline as this is all going on?
This is all within about 24 to 48 hours. So like suddenly like life was perfect. I'm talking about potentially getting brain surgery just suddenly within 3 days. Now, we went to go see a brain surgeon here in Austin and the guy was like, hey man, like you won't be able to speak or hear after this surgery. Geez, so either I die or I get the surgery and then I don't speak or hear again. Shoot, I don't know, you decide which one, because they both suck, So then we left there and thankfully my parents, they're very like hard-nosed, like we're not gonna settle. We got connected with the #1 brain surgeon in the world, top 5, however people wanna say. And his name is
Like
Doc.
the LeBron of brain
Oh
surgery.
dude, yeah, he's freaking good. Met him and I said, hey Doc, like, will I be able to speak or hear after this surgery? He was like, yeah, of course, man. If I'm doing the surgery, yeah, dude, you're fine. Like, I got you. I was like, whoa. But one's saying this and one's saying this.
Two wildly different answers.
So it's wildly different outcomes for the same job. He was like, hold on, so we're gonna have surgery tomorrow morning if we're gonna do this. So within a 24 to 72 hours, it went from life's amazing to now potentially having brain surgery. All of that within that sort of window of like, you're gonna be mute, you're gonna be dead, but I got you, but you're gonna have brain surgery and we're gonna wake you up. I lived in denial. I couldn't accept it. I didn't think it was real.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. You're fucking killing it. Has there been a challenge of like staying humble? Staying humble with all the success that you're getting, maybe all the attention, as maybe fallouts or relationships. How has that all changed as kind of like your success has grown?
Yeah, dude, I'll be very honest. Like, I've been too humble because I fear that. Like, I don't want to lose people because of what I'm doing or because of like, oh, he's way too successful for me. I hate that mindset, but that's their choice to think like that. And that's what I've learned is like, they can think that. And if they think like that, they're categorizing themselves as not successful. I'm just an average Joe. Okay, that's all it is. That's why when people are like, wow, you're so successful, man, you're smart. No, I'm pretty dumb. I'm not dumb, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just average guy. Like, there's nothing special about me. It's just I'll be focused because I know what I want. People see the results, and when people see results, you don't have to say, hey, I have results, or this is what I do. People see it. I was not an actual cancer patient. I couldn't wrap my mind around it. It was almost like time stood still.
You talked about the brain surgery. What happened next?
I go in there and basically you go in, it's almost like a movie scene where you're going into a hospital. It's like a zombie hospital. Like it's super dark.
Lights are flickering.
Lights are flickering, lights are not even on, and there's families like bawling their eyes out. And going to this surgery, they wake me up in the middle of the surgery to ask me questions like, hey, what's your brother's name? Tyler, Caden, okay, who's the president of the United States? When they removed this whole tumor, the guy came back, the surgeon was like, dude, we removed 100% of the tumor, and I just kind of brushed it off. Knew I had to be back in 2 weeks, but I never expected anything. It went super well.
Nice.
And came back 2 weeks later. When I heard that, I felt like I was hopeless. I had no faith. I had nothing I could do.
I guess it was 2 weeks after the surgery, and then now it's time for the diagnosis. What happened next?
The neuro-oncologist is what they call them. Came into the room and kind of looked at the ground, kind of went like this. It's gonna be a stage 4 glioblastoma brain tumor. We really can't do anything about this. And it looks like your life expectancy is about 1 to 10 years. We'll try everything we kind of can do, but that's really about it. It really blew me away, and my dad was like, should we stop eating this or start eating that? Anything, I don't know, better sleep, like nothing will work. I literally walked out of there like I was dead, basically. It's like
a death sentence, essentially.
Yeah, of course. And like, these are the smartest people in the world that people's life is like on the line for. They just want to say that's it. Felt like I had so much weight on my back. Life was just, did a whole 180. That was all within like a week and a half, maybe.
From crash to that diagnosis.
Exactly. I spent 2 weeks just depressed. I actually went paddleboarding with a friend of mine. I was actually on this river. Like, I'm really sorry to hear this and stuff, but have you heard of this ketogenic diet? And I was like, what? It's a high-fat, medium-protein, low-carb diet. They've done studies actually shrinking tumors or preventing tumor regrowth. I would look into it and I would give it a shot. And I was like, it don't work, and that's it. I die, whatever. But I got nothing to lose, so why not give it a shot?
And the keto diet at that point was still very unknown.
Oh yeah,
in
this
that
is
sense,
like,
right?
Yeah, there's literally none of them out there. I was literally the first keto Instagram influencer. I studied it all night. Literally the next day I just did it. In 5 years, been tumor free, no regrowth, nothing at all. People were so shocked because they saw that, okay, if he can do it, then why can't I do it? That's what led me to starting my business, my online fitness nutrition business. That's what a lot of people, do. Like, okay, for example, you see that lady?
Yeah.
She just like turned and like laughs
Yeah.
and she just talked to him. But you just saw the way that she did that persona she just gave. It's like, probably thinking like, oh wow, they think they're so successful.
Right.
That's fine. So it's little stuff like that. You just gotta brush it off and literally live life. And that's why people struggle building YouTube, for example, too. Is like, oh God, I don't want people to think I'm like this and that. You gotta be you. Okay, be cool and broke or be rich and cheesy. You choose. I'm like, all right, I'll be rich and cheesy.
I'm trying to be a cheesy motherfucker out here.
I think it's weird that they don't want it. That's fine. Like,
I'm trying to be the cheesiest motherfucker out here. These cases where once a patient loses hope, that's actually the day that they die. Do you feel like keto and then starting this business soon after honestly kept you alive?
oh yeah, absolutely. And that's what really gave me motivation. It gave me hope that something is there. And I learned there's a solution to every problem. It depends on how you see it. It depends on how you work for it.
There still is a chance that this cancer or tumor can come back at any point. Is that true?
That's what the doctors believe. I believe there's no chance. It's been 5 years, not a single bit of it. I do everything I can mentally, emotionally, physically, everything. And there's not a single bit of it.
It's not even a worry for you at this point.
Not a worry for me. The more years that go by, the less likely it's coming back. I lost the love of my life. I had lost so many different friends.
So you mentioned this girlfriend to start off the start of the story. Is she still your girlfriend?
In the middle of that, right? So business started going super well. I found hope. Life was going amazing. And I was like, look, I'm starting this business, it's going super well. By the time, you're graduated, I'll be dropped out, we'll be set financially, living life. She couldn't really believe it. I kind of understand it. When a guy in college, brain cancer and this and that, says you're gonna build a business, full time, make 6 figures.
You're like, damn, that surgery fucked.
I mean, that's like,
might have been botched.
Good try. Like, it probably won't go so well, but it did. And so it was the worst day, one of the worst days of my life. So hard because it felt like it was all I had left. I woke up with a super long text message, literally 5 pages, and she broke up with me over text after 4 years, and I've never talked to her again. I've never seen her, not one time. Boom, rock bottom. I almost wanted to give up this, like I'm just done with life. The rest became history.
And then the next chapter of that is writing this book. How has the clout affected you and your relationship with the ladies?
Man, it's been tough. Those dudes like, oh, I'm gonna be famous and rich and these chicks are gonna love me. The wrong girls may.
She belongs to the streets.
But not the right ones.
They see the blue check.
Exactly, like I got verified and everyone wants to get verified. I love it, it's helped my business, helped me and everything. It's not what people think. It's not like, oh my gosh, you're verified, like I think you're hot. Like, it's not like that at all.
It's not what it seems.
Yeah, it's not what it seems, but it makes it harder to find who that girl is, who that wife is, whoever that is. But I think it's gonna make it better. Harder to find, but you'll find it. Makes it more quality, if that makes sense.
So now you hit the lowest lows of your life and then you decide to write a book.
I didn't decide to write it at the lowest of the lows. I had to go through life to get out of that. I was able to really accelerate my business. And when I started figuring myself out, people were seeing that. I was like, wow, that's changing my life because I can do that too. I didn't realize that. And so over time, I did decide to write my book. And a lot of people say, fuck you, cancer. But I called it Thank You, Cancer, because now out of all of these crazy things put together, it's created the life I've always wanted. Literally, that's what being diagnosed with cancer gave me.
What you thought, and even the top doctors in the world thought, was a death sentence, ended up becoming the thing that gave you the most life.
The goals that people have usually are very likely to achieve, but in their mind, they think it's a 1%. But this thing, this cancer thing, is a 1% likelihood.
It's a literal.
Statistically, it's a 1%, and I was able to do it. Anybody can do anything they want, because again, nothing special about me. I just know what I want, and I'm gonna go get it. If everyone thinks like that, they can achieve what they want.
That's inspiring as hell, bro. That's inspiring as hell.
Any last messages that you'd like to tell the viewer?
It always seems impossible until it is done. You put in the work, you're gonna see the results, but you have to have two things. You have to have persistency and consistency in order for that to happen.
You heard it here, folks. Logan Sneed. Thank you all for tuning in for another episode of Just Ask. I'm Gen Kimura, and I explore the unfamiliar. Thank you so much if you made it to the end. Here at Just Ask, I make content to inspire others to explore the unfamiliar. So smash that like button and comment and subscribe. Thank you.